Hi, it's Jen. Today I wanted to continue on organizing in my craft room. And my last video I organized my most used tools into a caddy and setting it right above my craft mat so that way they're at a hand's reach. And so I wanted to do the same thing with inks. And I know for me, I would have inks all around my craft mat and it would be frustrating trying to find the certain one that I wanted, and I would take more time searching for my ink than actually doing a project. So today I'm going to tackle that. The containers that I'm using is I shop my house first, and I encourage you to do that as well. And these two beauties I got at a yard sale this past July, and I haven't put them to good use yet, so I'm going to do that today. And then this I found in my candle cupboard. What it is a furniture coaster. And so they would place their furniture on top of these so they wouldn't ruin their floors. And so I use these for tea lights all the time, and so I had some extra, so I thought I would use it for this organizational project. Alright, so the first thing that I did was I cleaned this cute little box. And I don't know if you saw, but it has some dovetailed corners. And so what I used to clean that was orange glow. I use this for my furniture. I'm sorry about the noise in the background. My dishwasher is going right now. And so if you hear a noise, that's what that is. But I use this orange glow because not only does it polish, but it cleans as well. So I cleaned up this wooden box, and then I'm going to be standing it on its side horizontally. Now, if I get any more inks, I do have room to grow in this box itself, but for the time being, I could always put it vertically, but just for the time being, I'm going to lay it on its side. And I do have other inks, but I'll show you that at a later date where I store them. So the inks that I got first that I use all the time is the Ranger Archival ink in Potting Soil, Coffee, and then the StazOn and Jet Black. Now I will write these below if you want a quick list, just in case you missed that. And then what I did next is I got my label maker out. Now I don't know about you, but I love using my label maker. Thumbs up if you like using your label maker. I like to use this a lot. And this one I got at Walmart. This does not have any bells or any whistle. It's just a basic label maker. And I used the medium size font. Just in case you have one of these, I used the medium size font. And then what I did is I just stuck them on the ends. And so now when I put them in the crate, I'll be able to know which one is which. Because if I didn't label these two, I wouldn't be able to tell at a moment's notice what it is, and I don't want to be digging for things. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to label them. So the next inks that I got to put in there are my distress inks from Tim Holtz. Now I have tea dye, cracked pistachio, and mustard seed. And I did label those. Now, another thing that I did with these distress inks is the foam pad that you use with the distressing tool, I hooked to the back of the ink. This is not my idea, and I don't know whose original idea this is, and if you know, could you write it down below in the comments so we can give that person the credit? But I did put a Velcro dot here, and then the pad just sticks to it. So that way you always know where those are as well. I wanted to get this done at the same time, just so that way I don't have to touch things more than once, and then I can go on to something different. So those are my inks that I'm using in there at the present time. I can tweak it as time goes on, but I just wanted to prepare right now for what I use. So after I did that, I brought in the furniture coaster, and this is where I put my distressing tool. And I don't know about you, but sometimes when I sit this down, I can brush some papers up against it, and there's some projects that I don't want that ink on, and so I would have to start those projects over again. And because of that, I wanted to have it sitting in something, and that's what I put it in. And this is nice to put, just if you didn't want to put it up here, this is nice just to sit on your craft mat at the top and just have it ready. And it's easily wiped as well. So I just put that up here. And then the next thing, I use that stoneware dish. And what I put in there is my glue runners. Now I use this Adtech glue because where I live, I don't have a craft store, and so, but this is readily available at Walmart. So I wanted to have this on hand at all times. And this is just repositionable tape that I got this one at a dollar store. So, and then that is my crate all organized. And the next thing I found is my other tape runner, the big Scotch one. Now, this is another thing that I've never found a perfect spot for. It's just awkward if you stand it up anywhere. So what I've done is I'm going to be laying it down right beside my craft mat to the right. And then that way I have all my tapes on hand. And I didn't want to put these mini glue tapes in my craft caddy because I didn't want to have to dig for anything. I'm trying to make whatever I'm doing more efficient and to get to easier. So that is all that I organized this week, guys. I hope you liked it. I hope you found something that you can, as a jumping point. And I encourage you, shop your yard sales, shop your thrift stores, find your style, and organize your craft space. Find that thing that's not really working for you and is frustrating you. And even if it's as small as what I did this week, every little improvement will add up. And so don't forget, don't throw away your junk. Let's organize with it. Take care, guys.